Hello everybody and welcome to today's webinar. This is Pooja and I'm a part of CodeGround. So in today's session, we're going to be talking about digital hiring. We'll understand the challenges faced in various phases of digital recruitment and we'll offer a couple of solutions for the same. This is to ensure effective recruitment in the future hiring processes. Specifically, we'll see how to advance your strategies and help you tackle general problems in the recruiting process with respect to time and cost parameters. If there are any questions, then you have the option to type it in. You can also get in touch with us after the webinar and we'll be happy to cover anything that hasn't been talked about today. We'll try to keep the session under 30 minutes, so let's just jump right in. Recruitment is constantly evolving with new trends and new technologies popping up every single day. Traditionally, the options were either you could throw an ad on a portal where you just post and then you pray, or use the traditional recruitment agencies where you pay and then you pray. Today, tools that were once a trade secret of expensive recruitment agencies are now available to anyone online at a low cost and most often even free. The trick for most businesses is knowing what's available and where exactly to start. Mistakes in talent acquisition comes with high costs. An organization, however big or small, cannot afford to miss the best recruitment practices today. Future of recruiting. When it comes to the future of recruiting trends, online recruiting platforms are connecting more people to the right work opportunities. Finding passive candidates. Today, it's far more important for a recruiter to be proactive when finding candidates. This is especially true for passive candidates, individuals who aren't necessarily seeking a job but are open to new opportunities. Assessments and hiring. Social and digital media platforms enable recruiters to leverage more data on a candidate's profile for analysis. This removes the human judgment as a primary driver, hence enabling unbiased evaluation of a candidate's potential. Growing acceptance of video interviewing. Recent survey data suggests that more than 90% of candidates reported overall satisfaction with video interviewing. It does help save costs and times at various levels too. Onboarding. So what some companies do is they assign online mentors while others create orientation websites with FAQs to speed assimilation. This is crucial if you want to reduce the attrition rate. Online talent platforms could boost the future of recruiting trends. Rather than fearing or really shying away from digital recruiting techniques, both candidates and prospective employees should try and embrace this new reality to overcome geographic and budgetary obstacles to gain a competitive edge in the current recruiting market. So now that we've understood this, how do we actually improve a slow hiring process? Let's quickly run through the below points. Draw a very specific outline of your requirements. Do effective campaigns internally. Be extremely selective. Your employment brand is a key selling point. Technology must be updated constantly. Maintain a constant pipeline of prospective candidates. Know the future demand in advance. Set deadlines and stick to it. Outsourcing could be a time saver. Document each step of your recruitment process. Reduce the amount of people involved in a process. Too many cooks do spoil the broth here. So here it is, finally, the elephant in the room. Stats that are staring at us in the face that we most of the time conveniently ignore. The cost of looking at the wrong talent pool. If we applied the 80-20 Pareto principle in recruiting, the logic would be that roughly 80% of the desired candidates would come from 20% of the resources. Now just imagine if we are yet to figure out or we don't know where we'll be getting our talent from, we would be completely shooting in the dark here. The cost to replace. The cost to replace an entry-level employee is anywhere between 30 to 50% of their annual salary. For a mid-level employee, this cost can go up to 150%. And when we get to highly specialized employees, it could cost the company as much as 400% of an employee's annual salary. These prices are way too steep to ignore. The cost of poor employee attachment. Apparently, the first 120 days of your new recruit's employment, they'll actively assess whether they have made the right decision to join your organization. The cost of poor attachment is beyond the cost of recruitment. The direct and indirect costs can add up to over $100,000 over the first 3 months of a new employee. Now, let me run you guys through some of digital recruitment's best practices. Resume parsing. In terms of being economical with time, one of the best tools that recruiters rely on is a resume parser. The old-fashioned traditional way of shifting through thousands of resumes manually takes up time and other resources, and that is very passe. Applicant tracking system. It is imperative to stay organized and on top of things. The recruiting team needs to keep track of how many applicants are received and from which avenue, which applicants are to be rejected or moved to the next round, which positions are filling up fast or that has already been filled, and all this while be mindful of all the correspondence between the recruiters and recruits. Social media. Social media is without doubt one of the best ways to reach both passive and active candidates for any position. Employment branding. This is a job-seeking market where there are more jobs available than potential employees. So how does a company make themselves stand out among sellers? To have a competitive edge in this arena, proper research must be done around targeted candidates and the employment branding of the organization. Analytics. The magic of Google Analytics or any other such products is that it gives raw data and honest feedback, allowing your organization to constantly learn and improve the way you post. When we talk about recruitment today, social media has managed to, over time, become an integral part of the process. There are several studies that support the same. This very information can be very smartly put to an organization's advantage. 73% of job applicants have been successfully filled through the use of social media. LinkedIn is the most popular social networking site used for recruiting purposes, with 94% of recruiters maintaining profiles, in compared to only 66% on Facebook and 54% on Twitter. 20% of companies say that it takes less time to hire their candidates when using social media. 31% of companies that use social media to recruit saw an increase of employee referrals. 65% of companies that use social media to recruit compensate employees for their referrals. This just goes to say how none of us can actually afford to miss out on social media. This is one wagon we don't want to miss. Listed here are a dozen of enablers that make the recruitment process faster, cheaper, and more efficient. We have categorized the tools broadly based in 3 aspects of the recruiting process, namely sourcing, selection, and retention. LinkedIn. Though LinkedIn seems to be the most obvious solution, many recruiters actually don't know where to start. Try the advanced search, scan for other connections, join groups, etc. Make an initiative here. Twitter. Make use of your network, and if you have a great job, ask your followers to share it. Just be mindful of not doing it too often, as it could actually get annoying. Facebook. Facebook's robust ad platform allows you to target the right audience. Optimize the efficiency by trying out Facebook ads. Create a jobs tab, and it also helps to have a job-specific page for your company. Video, YouTube, etc. So a well-done video will increase engagement. For the video to have an impact, it needs to be deployed correctly. Hence, to broaden the audience, it's important to put it up in multiple locations. Video can be a powerful recruiting tool because they provide a medium to effectively show an organization's passion. Just get creative. Meetups. So it's important to attend events that are simply not just job fairs. Sites like Meetup, etc., or any other local and professional events that are happening in the area can help because you will get to network with relevant professionals. Not only will this give you an access to talent, it will also be a great branding opportunity to get the brand's name out to the masses. Chat forums. Today, you find forums for almost any industry, any niche. A great opportunity here is that you will get to see knowledge, expertise, and even complaints and frustrated laments about the current employers. Boomerangs and corporate alumni. So, a great and a cost effective way to ensure a high quality hire who are perfect fits to your culture is to focus on recruiting boomerangs. An ex employee might be hesitant, but a quick occasional call can do wonders and nudge them in the right direction. Video interviewing. Video interviewing can pick up on subtle emotional cues and body language. Its speed and convenience allows more candidates to be screened without the overhead costs. Today, there are tools that enable this process to be automated, and candidates can take up pre recorded questions. Proactive employee referrals. Employee referrals, though old school, cannot be ignored at all, as they shift a huge chunk of the recruiting work away from the recruiters and on the employees. Psychometric testing. Psychometrics testing, what it does, it helps you measure an array of non tangible attributes, including intelligence, reasoning, cultural fit, critical reasoning, personality profile, optimism, etc. At a usual face to face, what happens is a good portion can still be left to the gut instinct, and psychometric testing beats gut instinct because the results are actually measurable. It can also help present a positive brand image to your prospective employees. Reference and background checking. This is a step we don't want to miss before making any hire. However, it requires a different set of skills and is best done outsourced. Social media checking. A candidate's online presence can tell you a lot about their personality and cultural fit. Employee engagement. Have surveys. It gives employers an opportunity to get the pulse and intervene before losing a new team member. Internal bonding. Get your team talking. Intranet, open session, parties, and tools like Yammer, etc. aid in good employee branding and will help improve a brand's loyalty. Recognition. Often a hard area to get right, both individual and team recognition can have a huge impact on the productivity and the morale. Performance tracking. Performance management is a critical process, but one that unfortunately most companies ignore. It's a process, if run poorly, would give a staff an impression that organization actually doesn't care about or invest in their performance and professional growth. By embracing and adopting digital technology as a part of your recruitment practices, it's possible to attract and obtain the best talent like never before. Social media recruiting strategies and tools drives results. It's mainstream and it's here to stay. The practitioners are becoming more advanced and so are the tools. We are no fans of the phrase war for talent, but we can't deny that it's a competitive atmosphere. Keeping an eye out for all the social recruiting trends and tools is crucial. Checking all these boxes will put you miles ahead and help you up your game. Thanks for joining us, and do get in touch with us with any queries or inputs. Happy recruiting.